ShowMeTheCurry.com. I'm Hital.
I'm Anuja, and today we're going to show you how to make Meena's roasted eggplant subzi. It's a fantastic, fairly simple recipe with very few ingredients, but it's amazing how even those few ingredients can, wow this particular dish. And here's what you need.
1 large eggplant, 1 tablespoon oil, 1/4 teaspoon turmeric powder, and 1/8 teaspoon of asafoetida, half of a large onion finely chopped, 3 to 4 large garlic cloves finely chopped, green chilies finely chopped to taste, salt and lime juice to taste, approximately 10 sprigs of cilantro finely chopped for garnishing. So for our roasted eggplant dish, we have an eggplant, also known by various other names, brinjal, aubergine, Baingan. So anyway, we picked a nice one with like a nice green stem on it, and that kind of ensures that it's a fresh eggplant. And what we're going to do with this is we're going to take just a little bit of oil and put it on here.
It's already been washed actually.
Right. And we're just going to coat it lightly with this oil.
We have preheated the oven to 400 degrees Fahrenheit, approximately 200 degrees Celsius, and we've also lined our pan over here. It's just a regular pan. Just make sure it has a little bit of the edge because there's going to be a lot of juices oozing out, and we've lined it with some foil just so that it's easy cleanup. And we're going to put that in the oven.
So it's been 1 hour and our eggplant is finished cooking. Wow. Look at that. Deflation.
Yeah, and don't worry, it's okay.
It's supposed to do that.
Yeah.
And we're going to let it cool down for a little bit because you don't want to touch a hot eggplant.
So the eggplant has cooled down. You can touch it. It's cooled down, but it's not cold. So you're going to take a knife and we'll just cut off the stem part of it. And just cut a slit through it so it's easier to peel off. Now this eggplant should just peel off like a skin. It should come off very easily. So you just peel it off. Now if you have some pulp left over here, all you have to do is take a knife, a butter knife, or even the other end of a sharp knife and just scrape it off. So what we're going to do is we're going to take out all the meat from here and transfer it here and make sure there's nothing wasted. So all you have to throw away basically is the skin.
So while Anuja is doing that, I have a medium-sized can here. And put it on medium heat. And to that, we'll add some oil. And wait for that to heat up.
So once the meat is all out of there, just take a knife and just cut it up. We are ultimately going to be mashing the eggplant, but just cutting it just helps.
So our oil is nice and hot. We can go ahead and add in the onions. And at the same time, we don't have to wait for these to cook. We can add in our garlic.
And the green chilies. And we're just going to salt it lightly. And we'll quickly add in the haldi.
And we're going to let this cook until the onions get just a little translucent. They still need a little bit of crunch in them, and we're not going to let them brown at all.
So we've got this fabulous kadhai from our kitchen store, and it's a hard anodized one. And the advantage of that is you've got the goodness of the non-stick, so you can use less oil, and but also advantages over that is you can use metal spoons. So it's a combination of all the good stuff.
Right, and it's so durable. It's like one of the most durable cookware that you can buy, the hard anodized type.
Yes.
And you don't have to worry about anything ever chipping off or scraping
Scratching,
off. Yeah,
yes.
exactly. So, good investment, yeah. So the onions are nice and translucent, and they're not brown at all, and they still have a nice crunch.
And in go the eggplant.
And we're going to mix that well. can also check the salt right now. If you didn't add enough in your onions, you can go ahead and add the salt to compensate for the eggplant.
Now the eggplant is already cooked, so from here onward it's a very quick process. You know, you don't have to hang around,
Right.
cook it any more.
Right, just heat it all the way through.
Yes. And to this we're going to add in some lemon juice to taste and cilantro.
And that's it. It seems so simple, but you know, the lack of the powdered spices and those strong masalas, it really brings out the flavor of the eggplant first of all, and it's just light and it's fresh and it's so good.
And so simple to make.
Yeah, exactly. I can finish like my husband and I finished one whole eggplant just between the two of us, so.
Oh God, you eat a lot.
We like eggplant, but
Yes.
it's really a fabulous recipe, so worth a try.
I actually also take the eggplant, roast it, and scrape out the meat and just freeze it. So whenever I'm ready to make this or the Baingan bharta, I just pull it out and all I have to do is just mix this, and it's got this fresh feel and fresh taste to it. And it's so simple.
And just to build on that tip, you know, summer is around the corner and eggplants go on sale. And sometimes they're like super cheap, but you bring all this eggplant home and you can't use it or consume it all in 1 week. So go ahead and get a big, baking pan out, foil it up. And roast like 4 or 5 eggplants at one time. You can scoop everything out and make little portions and freeze it, like Anu just said. And that way, like throughout the next month or two, you can just keep pulling it out,
Right.
and big time saver.
And you have eggplant at a lot cheaper price.
Exactly.
So, save some moolah. So thank you, Meenal, for this awesome quick recipe and another way of enjoying eggplant, especially for eggplant lovers. And join us again on another episode of ShowMeTheCurry.com.
Adding a pinch of spice to your life.